Fry. I trust that you had a productive meeting with Mr. Owen.
Oh, yes, we had the most wonderful chat. I found out the man behind Starrick's soothing syrup is John Elliotson.
Dr. Elliotson, I haven't heard that name in a long while. He was a brilliant heart specialist until he became obsessed with phrenology and mesmerism. It ruined his career. Well, how shall we proceed?
Oh, with all respect, Mr. Darwin, I believe I should proceed alone. After all, we wouldn't want to attract any unwanted attention.
Sounds very wise. Good luck, my boy. Oh, and Mr. Fry, should you find yourself with any free time, please do call on me.
Where would I find the doctor? Ah.
Well, as you've just witnessed, the application of too much pressure can sometimes result in unexpected outcomes. Unfortunately, it appears I've ruined the organ. Send up a cadaver.
At once, Dr. Elliotson.
I don't care about your ethics. And I care even less about your damn patience. Now hand over your keys.
What are you doing?
Haven't you heard? You're fired. Now bugger off.
How to do it. What's the matter?
Oh, young man, help. I must speak with Miss Nightingale at once. One of the brutes stole my key, and there's no one around. I can't get out of here.
Stole your key. Don't go anywhere. I might be able to do something.
Oh. Thank you, sir. Well, you'll know where to find me, sir. Go on now, sir. I will wait here.
And then he tells her to bugger off, but she can't get out without her key.
She'll report him to Miss Nightingale, you know.
Wait. I shall resume my discourse on phrenology, the only true science of the mind. The idea that one can point out connections and relations which exist between the conditions and development of the brain, and perhaps more importantly, the manifestations of the mind, is no longer a pervasive phenomenon. Yet, as we have previously stated, allows us to discover each from an observation of the other. The science teaches us how to not only identify, but also how to measure for instance, so we developed rules found on our side. I can tell the protuberances previously measured established the correctness of both police records and medical observation. I am specimens that the soul, and as argued densities which were wholly suppressed by the use of the serum. Despite the specimens by the reaction to the procedure, the soothing serum is sometimes the senses can die. You have just witnessed nothing less than an undeniable effectiveness of the medicine.
Someone get him!
We'll get in trouble for this.
Discourse on phrenology, the only true science of the mind.
Odd fellow, that one. I see the left train! Stop him! We can easily put an end to this.
Take him to get them!
Cannot be allowed to continue his experimentation.
Hangovers for you, my
I
friend.
must speak to Nurse Nightingale. She will know what to do. His experimentations are making our patients worse. You have my gratitude, sir. I shall inform Miss Nightingale that I'll not be working for this asylum ever again.
Despite the specimen's violent reaction to the procedure, the soothing serum crystallized the senses can die. You have just witnessed nothing less. While we await, I shall resume my discourse on phrenology, the only true science of the mind. The idea that one can point out connections and relations between conditions, the brain, and perhaps more importantly, the manifestations. It has been rigorously practiced, allows us to discover each from an observation.
What is going on?
The science of the mind teaches us how to not only
Spare me the details. It all boils down to guilt or innocence. I don't judge people by their character, just by their actions.
so we develop the rules found on our side.
Found anything?
The protuberances previously measured
I'll be damned.
and 10, the protuberancers previously measured established the correctness of both police records and medical observation. I am, of course, referring to the specimen's tendency to promote shock and desirable propensities which were the recent use by the use of the soothing serum. Despite the specimen's not being
What's wrong with him? Do I look like a doctor? He's balmy is all. And nothing a little syrup won't cure. Haven't you heard? So, we can't administer soothing syrup without Dr. Elliot's express consent. Ah, bollocks.
Come on in, the bastard! Swear I heard something.
It will only take a moment. Here it is, Doctor.
We will continue our experiment shortly. In a moment, we will compare the brains of our two specimens. Since both specimens had a propensity towards violent behavior, we should see similar protrusions in specific parts of their brains. Corpses do not have boots. At last it ends. Yet I can only think of beginnings. A better tomorrow. Forged with the blood of visionaries.
All I see is the blood of a lunatic.
Do you truly believe murdering an old man will stop humanity's great architect? Crawford Starrick has a glorious design for mankind.
designs are meant to be broken.
You're a child. A child who believes it can solve all the world's woes with a flick of a blade. Have you ever pondered the consequences of your actions, Jacob Frye? Or did your father teach you nothing?
Some of us have to work instead of playing. I've got a shot at him! He's overbound! You'll never get away from killing me! That's your criminal element, that is that. I suppose you don't know anything about this.
Keep moving. Let's go.
Elliotson expired, and soothing syrup production has ceased. Outrageous!
Frye intends to endanger all of London at the hands of the mob.
Or perhaps he doesn't intend much of anything at all.
Thank
He's
you,
simply
Philip.
content to dice with our lives.
The asylum is shut up. Medical care throughout the city is in disarray. He cannot understand the consequences of his actions. The man is clearly an anarchist!
Gentlemen. This tea was brought to me from India. By a ship. Then up from the harbor to a factory, where it was packaged and ferried by carriage to my door. Unpacked in the larder and brought upstairs to me. All by men and women who work for me. Who are indebted to me, Crawford Starrick. For their jobs, the time, the very lives they lead. They will work in my factories, and so too shall their children. And you come to me with talk of this Jacob Frye. This insignificant blemish who calls himself assassin? You disrespect the very city that works day and night so that we may drink this miracle, this tea.
I'm nearing the end of my research. Our beloved London shall not suffer such a bothersome fool for much longer.
And what of this sister I've heard of? Miss Frye.
Miss Frye shall be gutted. Soon enough. Delicious.
Sorry to interrupt, Initiate. Thought you'd like to know that Sean and Rebecca got away from Otzoberg. Berg runs a unit called Sigma Team. Violet DaCosta is his tech support. They've been hunting and killing assassins for a long time. Thank God you're all right.
Oh, tish tosh. It'll take more than a Templar super soldier to end the glorious saga of Sean Danger Hastings.
I was talking to Rebecca.
Right. Anyway, Berg's presence confirms it. The Peace of Eden is in London.
The Initiate's data sync suggests it's the Shroud.
The Templars seem to want it pretty bad all of a sudden. They must know something we don't.
The only thing we know is that we can't go up against Sigma Team alone.
Leave that to me. In the meantime, keep a low profile. Let the Initiate continue to sync the data.
owning the railway wasn't enough. Now Starrick has bought an omnibus company as well. I suppose he wants to control the neighborhood's workers and keep them under his thumb.
Pearl Attaway is Starrick's competitor, is she? Perhaps it's time I went into business.
And Miss Fry, what are your plans?
I studied the history we recovered from the Kenway Mansion's hidden room. I'm off to a certain monument.
I've been looking for you.
I'm told Dr. Elliotson came to a bad end. I do hope you cleaned up after yourself. Expecting a fistfight, dear brother? Sometimes I rather miss Crawley. Allow me.
Disraeli, members of Parliament and
So the hints you found in the Kenway house lead to the monument.
What a wonderful use of your time, following me around asking obvious questions.
Well, since Henry isn't here, I thought you might enjoy the company.
I don't require any company, and Mr. Green is following up on some leads of his own.
Oh yes, Mr. Green. That's a fascinating idea. Oh, please, Mr. Green, come and take a look at this book and stand oh so close to me, Mr. Green.
I do not. Oh, perhaps you have nothing better to do, but I'm busy protecting the assassins.
Are you really? What was it Father used to say?
Don't allow personal feelings to compromise the mission.
Precisely. Anyway, I'm off. If I find any more wild geese for you to chase, I'll be in touch.
Be ever more pleasant for your absence.
Our new proposal will ensure that these slums will be replaced with better, safer housing, sanitation facilities, and less open plain.
What a racket! You sound like a bunch of children! You are being very ungrateful! Do you really want to keep living in Firetrap? We cannot continue this until you calm yourself.
We are gathered here at the monument to the Great Fire in an effort to ensure so great a tragedy will never happen again. I would like to thank our esteemed guests, the Right Honourable Premier Disraeli, members of Parliament and others for being here today. Our proposed legislation will ensure that housing for the impoverished need not be a fire hazard.
We have heard your concerns. There is no need for shouting. Please calm down. There's no need for all this disruption.
Too many today live in what are little better than hovels, in crowded conditions near open flames.
You're not allowed here. Investigate. Best die young, don't they? Gets me. Just those.
Great fire. In an effort to ensure so great a tragedy will never happen again. I would like to thank our esteemed guests, the Right Honourable Premier Disraeli, members of Parliament and others, for being here today.
Rare fights here!
If
you're pleased, I'm pleased.
Need not be a fire hazard.
Come take a look at what I've
We
managed
have
to
heard
conjure
your
up today.
concerns. There is no need for shouting. Please calm down. There's no need for all this disruption.
Here. Have some of this.
Stop this! Come here, miss!